Hey YouTube family, thanks for coming back to my channel, Blessed in the Country. My name is Diane. I want to say hello to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and remember to come back. Today I'm excited because we're going to be making a cream cheese dump cake today. I'm going to put that in the oven. All you need is a 9 by 13 pan and a couple of ingredients. My mom also makes a dump cake, but she puts hers in a crock pot, so I'm going to have her to come over as a special invited guest, and we're going to show you how to make that in a crock pot. All right, here we go. Let's get started. So here are our ingredients for our dump cake. You're going to need a 9 by 13 pan, 2 cans of cherry pie filling, 2 sticks of butter, cream cheese, brown sugar, and cake mix. And I'm going to be throwing in some pecans because my husband does love nuts. So we're going to put pecans in our dump cake. All right, so here we go. Let's go and get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our cherries. So it's 2 cans of cherries, and these are just the regular cherry pie filling. I most of the time make it with a can of cherry pie filling and a can of crushed pineapple. But I had already in my cabinet 2 cans of cherry pie filling, so there was no need of me buying the crushed pineapple, but that's how I make it most of the time, is like that. So we're going to put that's 1 can in, and then we're going to put the second can in. This is all just dump and go, very easy, very quick. Making this on Saturday, and we're going to have it for Saturday dessert, and then for the rest of the week. Just quick and easy. And use your spatula so that you can get every bit of that out. And then all you're going to do is just spread it out evenly in your pan. Nice and evenly in your pan. Okay. Very good. And once you get that spread it out nice and evenly in your pan, the next thing that you want to do is you want to cut up your cream cheese to go over top of this. So we're going to slide this to the side, and we're going to start, what I do is I just dice it, and hopefully this hasn't been setting out too long and has gotten too warm on me. I did pull it out, but, and we're going to just dice it up right here. Just make a couple of cubes while it's still in its foil. Trying to get it straight. Got my knife. Just kind of separated. Alright, there we go. So just take your knife and run it through there. It's going to be a little sticky, but that's okay. It's cream cheese. Okay? I'm going to make a couple of little slices in it, lengthwise. We'll get over here so you can see it. Then we're just going to turn, and we're going to slice it this way, okay, crossways. And then all we're going to do is just dot this over top of our 2 cans of cherry pie filling. And there you go. All right. So we want to get every little drop of that, okay? So there we go. We're just going to dollop that over in there. Let me go ahead and pull this over here so you can see it again. There we go. And then with your hand, just dollop it in there. Clean hands, I might add. Clean hands. Always clean hands. This just makes it so much more easier as opposed to just trying to spoon it on, spoon by spoon. Just cut it in some cubes And it's going to be absolutely delicious. And all you need is just one package of cream cheese. Okay. I'm going to fill in the rest. All right. Make sure you got it in the corners. You always want that corner piece to have everything in it. All right, so that looks good. Okay, so now the next step is the brown sugar. Most people do not put brown sugar in theirs, but I do because even if I don't put the cream cheese in it, I put brown sugar in mine because it's a dessert. I want my dessert to be sweet, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to have no dessert that's not sweet. I don't even want to eat it if it's not sweet. So I just put a little brown sugar in it. This might be a little bit more than a 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. But yeah, that's what I do. I want my dessert sweet. You don't have to. Mom does not put sugar in hers at all. Yeah, I do. So there we go. And it's not a packed cup of brown sugar, just a little brown sugar in there. So the next thing is we're going to get our cake mix. And then what you want to do is you just want to kind of make sure you don't have any lumps in it like that. All right, very good. And then we're just going to cut off a corner and bring our cake mix like this. And we're just going to kind of drizzle it all through there. And then we'll go back in with a spoon and we're going to spread it. So just kind of take the time and drizzle it. Okay. It's not going to take you a long time to do this, but, you know, don't just dump it. Let's see if I can get it this way so you can see it really good. All right. This is good. And when it's baking in the oven, you're talking about something smelling good. Wow. All right. So we got that all done. Then we're going to take our spoon and we're just going to smooth it and kind of press it down a little bit at the same time. Trying to make sure that it's pretty even while you're doing this. But you just want to smooth and press. Smooth and press. Now, it's not a hard press, but you do want to press it. Press it down. Okay? Alright. Now that looks good. It's nice and pressed down. My oven is preheating at 350 degrees. Then the next step is for us pecans, because my husband loves pecans, but you don't have to put pecans in here, but I do. And these are chopped pecans, and again, maybe about a 1/2 cup of pecans, and you just go in there and you sprinkle. Make sure you get that corners, you know, get the corners, and just sprinkle them on here. Again, this is something that you can totally leave off, but I always have pecans and walnuts in my home. So if you have them, hey, why not put them on if you love them? Just do it. Alrighty, that looks good. So there's our pecans in there. Alright, then the next thing is our 2 sticks of butter. And I melt my butter. Some people don't, but I always like to melt my butter. And it helps me to control. And of course, I'm going to go over there and get that corner. We're going to get them corners first. Then we'll come in and get the sides. Make sure we get some sides of it. Okay. Let's get those sides. And we're just drizzling this on top of the cake mix. And we're going to cook it at 350 degrees for about a good 20 to 25 minutes, depending on what your oven is. You need to check it at about the 20-minute mark. We just want it to be bubbly and golden brown on top. That's what we're looking for, bubbly and golden brown. So I want you to look at it after 20 minutes to see how yours is cooking in your oven, okay? Let's get that spatula and get the rest of this butter out. As y'all know, butter is expensive. So we want to get all, look at that, that's like almost a teaspoon of butter. We want to get it all out. So just kind of work with it. You're going to have some spots that are not going to be covered, but that's okay. But if you can get it all completely covered, I just don't fool with trying to make sure it's all completely covered because it just takes too much time. I ain't got time for that, okay? I just don't have time to do all that. So it is pretty much all covered. But the more that you can cover up with butter, the better it'll be. But that looks good. That is like 99.9% covered with butter. And look at that. And we're going to put it in our oven and we're going to cook it till it's nice and golden brown and bubbly. And then we're going to let it cool a little bit. And we're going to get into this. This is going to be real good. You'll see. Okay, so here it is, fresh out the oven. And this is how you want it to be. Nice and bubbly and brown on top. It's a light brown color. And it smells wonderful, y'all. I wish you could smell it. We're going to let it cool a little bit. And then we're going to plate it up. And it's going to be some kind of good. So I set my timer so I could tell you all how long to cook it. It took mine 30 minutes to get to this beautiful golden brown state. So 30 minutes of loveliness. And I got it on the rack and it's cooling. And oh my goodness, that's gonna be delicious. Okay, y'all, it's been 15 minutes. I set my timer. It was really jiggly, and now it has firmed up. The cream cheese has settled down and cooled a little bit. And I'm just going to go in here, and we're going to cut it and scoop it out. It's going to crumble on you more than likely, because it's not completely cool. I want you to see what that looks like. Let's spin this around so you can see that. And just look. Let's go in here and you can look at that nice cream cheese, all nice and fluffy in there. And I just want you to see. That's what it's going to look like because it's dump cake. And you can see our chunks of cream cheese in there. We're going to have this for our Saturday and Sunday dinner, and it's going to be wonderful. And I just want to say thank you again for coming to my channel. Please try these recipes. Enjoy and be blessed.